All right, what's up, guys? My name is Meredith, and I just wanted to make this video to say, well, thank you for being interested in getting more information about my accountability groups, and that would be best to just make a video so I don't have to say the same thing over and over, but also just to kind of give you a feel for like my personality, who I am, and then tell you what you would be getting and the different things and like why this worked for me, and then you can decide if it's a good fit or not. See Molly in the background. Okay, so I am a physical therapist as well. And so essentially I kind of ended up into the coaching world because I was, I went through all the like check boxes of my life, right? So I was like, go to physical therapy school, crush it in the internships, like do all the things. Then I did an orthopedic residency, passed my board exam, and I kind of got to the end of it. And I've been working as a physical therapist for over 4 years now. And I was just like, kind of felt like there was a piece that was missing. And I couldn't figure it out for a while, right? It's just like, am I going crazy? I've been working for this for like 15 years. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what's going on? And eventually I kind of realized, I just felt like I needed more creativity in my life. And then B, I wanted to be able to empower other people, like especially women, like empower women to improve more than just their physical health. And so as a physical therapist, that's what I do, right? Physical in the name. And so that's all I do. And as a fitness coach, I also work on the physical aspect, but really more than that, empowering women to like take their health into their own hands. And then with that comes this like confidence, in themselves and their ability to change the way they see themselves and their situations, and just empowering, loving through this. That's kind of how I ended up here as well, as a coach. But then how I ended up here in terms of, I started as a participant in an accountability group. It was April, so during COVID. Essentially, I was like, okay, so it's I'm about to have a quarantine 30, and that's not going to be good when I go back to work. So I've got to figure something out. And I had endless resources in my house in terms of exercises I could have done. Like I have a Peloton. I have the app that I could have chosen all these different kinds of exercises. I had free like Pure Barre through a membership that I was paying for. Like they were streaming classes. It had free local yoga studio classes, like lots of options. And I just found that I was really inconsistent, and B, it just really didn't do it for me. There was a piece that was missing. And so some of it I was like doing workouts, but I wasn't seeing any results with those workouts because I was just sporadically picking things, right? Like I was doing yoga or the Peloton or bar, but they weren't exercises that built on each other. And so at the end of the day, I wasn't seeing any results in my body. Maybe I wasn't getting fatter, I don't know, but I wasn't seeing the muscle build that I wanted to. And so that's one of the things that this program has brought to me is they have a fitness calendar. And so strategically made by experts, and it builds on each other. So depending if it's 21 days or 80 days, each week builds on each other, and it's made so that you don't have to think about it. So you just click play on the day that you're about to do, and then you obviously do the workout, modifying all that stuff. You still get a shit ton out of it. But you just follow a calendar, and it's made to progress. So you will see results. And that part is like just great because it takes the thinking out of it, which when you think about exercises for other people all day long, you don't really want to do it for yourself. And B, it's just what everyone's not designed to be a fitness fucking expert. A lot of cussing in this video, but this is me. So that's one of the awesome things you get is not just one fitness calendar. So you get access to the online portal of exercises that has up to, I think it's more than 70 programs of fitness calendars. So it's thousands and thousands of exercises, but there's really something for everyone. So all different kinds of levels of intensity. So if you're pregnant and you want low intensity, we have a pre and postnatal bar. If you want really high intensity, there's the work, which is like straight up, he works with professional football players. There's really everything you could want, you can find different levels of intensity. And so that is awesome. But really the calendar was a good big piece that I didn't have. And so the other big thing that I had missing for me is, yes, I was like trying to do the things, but there was no one holding me accountable. And not everyone needs accountability. Like I have friends that have joined me that they're like, I don't really need your group. I just like want the programs and to know that we're doing it together, but they don't need that. But it's something I need like a lot. Like in college, I went to a liberal arts school that was small, and thankfully most of them took attendance in school for classes, because otherwise I probably wouldn't have gone. I don't even know if I would have passed. That's terrible, but it's true. I really need that added level of accountability. So what you get when you join me is access to my fitness accountability group. And so there we will have, if you want to use it, daily accountability check-ins. So we go put in a sweaty selfie once we've gotten our workout done. And then some days, it has different things tagged to it. So we can do, I don't know, posting your favorite motivational quote or whatever it is, but it can be as simple as like a picture of you. Yes, I got it done. And then that's it. Go on with your day. My little neighbor's little boy's outside right behind the window. He's like staring at me. Okay. And so that piece is what I was really missing. And so when I joined this group, I was like, okay, it's 6 weeks of boxing and lifting. And I don't, I hadn't been doing workouts consistently at all, but when other people were showing up as well and they were counting on me to show up, then I did. And so I was able to do that first 6 weeks, and it really just hasn't stopped, I haven't stopped since then. So it's been 5 months or so. How far was April? It's August. So, and I really just kept going and building on that accountability. And then once you make it a habit, it's so hard to take out of your life. I crave that. Like, I find that I'm even like bitchy if I don't get it. My workout in early in the day. So that's not good. Just looking at my notes. Yeah. So I really was like the definition of a yo-yo exerciser. I would go like, I would have like, cause I've always been fit and I played sports, like, been naturally thin, but my goal was more build muscle, feel better about myself, not necessarily lose weight, although you can definitely do that too. But so I'd always been like, okay, I'll go really hard for like a week, 2 weeks, and then it's not attainable. I fall off the wagon. So if you are one of those people that's kind of been like on, off, and I've tried every different kind of exercise under the sun, and not that I don't like any of them, but the consistency just isn't there to see the results. So that is why these fitness calendars are awesome. You get the accountability piece. And so with your one-time or with your fee at the beginning, so you get the year-long membership to the workouts. Depending where you are, you might get like early access to a certain one too. And then you also get, so now you get 2 nutrition programs. So there's one that is more kind of general, like certain kinds of food groups to eat, drink your water before you have your food, more guidelines and more freedom to eating. And then there's one that's really regimented. You're tracking your macros, you're using containers to figure out exactly how much portions you could have. And so it depends on your personality, really, which one of those you're going to benefit from the most. So I am not someone that likes to be put in constraints. So I like the first program, but that's why it's awesome that it gives you 2 of them. And it has all the different all great, like different recipes on there that you get as well. And then you get either a month of the superfood shake, which I am obsessed with. I actually put it in my overnight oats, and it does have protein, but it also has like all those great things for you if you do any research on nutrition that you really need. So like things that like take away the free radicals, there's phytonutrients, all kinds of great stuff like that. And so it's really high quality ingredients. And so by itself, it's almost the price of what you're paying for all of this together. So that's one of the options, or you can get the pre and post workout. And so all of that comes for the straight fee, and you can always get both of those things. There's like great deals at the beginning. And so you get me as your coach, access to the accountability groups, or like literally not be able to walk and stuff, like if I would be going too hard. And so I live by the Recover. And yeah, you just get like access to all these effective and efficient workouts and a community of women that are like-minded and goal-oriented. And sometimes it's hard to find that as adults. It's so much easier to just complain at the end of the day. And so this path, it's a little bit more challenging, is not the path most traveled, I wouldn't say, especially not for a longer time. So you'll find a community of women that are going to do that with you and try to build you up. And yeah, I hope that you join me, definitely. And I hope that, I don't know, I hope this sounds good to you and that you seem like you would work well with me. And if not, no hard feelings. Cool. All right. Have a great rest of your day.